What is happening, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And I wanted to do a little video today about a few things that I would love to see at the latest E3. 2019 E3, guys, is about a week away, I think. I'm not sure when I'll get this uploaded, but it's coming up. It's around the corner. And E3 is always an exciting time of year for video gamers, so I wanted to go through a list of things that I personally would love to see. Now, these are all absolute guesses. More things that I'd like to see from E3. I don't necessarily think a lot of these things will happen, but these are just my personal preferences, guys. Let me know down in the comments, guys, what you'd like to see at E3. If there's a certain game you've been waiting for years that you're hoping will get announced, or something along those lines. But without further ado, guys, let's get into the video with number one, and that is a new BioShock game. If you guys don't know, I'm a massive fan of the BioShock series. I've been praying and hoping for a new game from, I think it's 2K that do the BioShock games. Been hoping and praying for it, and I don't necessarily know if there's one in production or if it's going to happen, but it's something that I would love to see. I was a massive fan of the first two. I wasn't a huge fan of Infinite. I know Infinite is very hit and miss with a lot of BioShock fans just because of the general story, and it's very different to the first two. The way that it ties the first games in with Infinite is a little bit different. I'd love for either a fourth entry into a Rapture-esque type environment, or even just a completely different environment again, but something still to the nature of BioShock. I'd love to see a fourth one. I don't know how they're going to do it. I don't think we will see a fourth one, but it's definitely something that I hope will come through in one E3 or another. It's a franchise I'd love to see extended. I really think they could do a lot with it. The next thing I would love to see, guys, number two on my list of hopeful sightings for this E3 is a new either Tony Hawk or some kind of skating-esque game. I know a lot of people have been asking for a Skate 4 for a long time. I know they did bring out a Tony Hawk Underground 5 or 6, I'm not sure what we're up to in that franchise, that absolutely bombed a few years ago. So maybe not a new Tony Hawk, but definitely maybe a Skate 4. I'm not a big skater myself or a skating fan, but I used to love those games growing up. I really enjoyed playing Skate 3 and any of the old Tony Hawk games. So a new skating game would definitely be something I'd love to see at the E3. I don't think they're going to release anything like that. But again, these are all just speculation, guys, of things I'd love to see. And yeah, definitely some kind of skating, or that kind of game. They could even bring in a game similar to how they brought out Steep a few years ago, but more, I guess, rural sports. I don't know how you'd really do it, but you could do like skating, parkour, rollerblading, so like things like that. I think it'd be really cool if the company out there decided to do a game series like that. Again, something that I don't think is going to come, but it would be really nice to see a new kind of rural skating game released for this generation of consoles, considering I really don't think we've had one, in all honesty. Another thing on my list of things that I would really love, and this one may actually come true, is some kind of new Batman-esque game, whether it be Batman himself, a Justice League game. I know that I believe Rocksteady, the company that did create the Arkham series, have announced that they're working on a property. They have announced that it's not going to be a Superman game, as many did speculate. So if it's not going to be directly a Superman game, maybe another Batman game in the Arkham series. I don't know how they'd exactly work that in, considering Arkham Knight seemed to be a good kind of finalization of that series. However, I wouldn't complain if there was another Arkham game. I love those games to death. I played every minute of them. Expanding on that open world of Arkham Knight, but bringing in a new story, maybe some new playable characters, things like that. I also wouldn't be mad at a Justice League movie. Again, a similar style to Arkham Knight, a big open world, different playable characters, different villains. I think they could really, hit home with a direction like that, because I know there is a company at the moment, I'm not 100% sure what the company is, I should have researched that, that are actually working on an Avengers game at the moment. So, I mean, now's the time to bring out a DC game that's got to battle that, if DC is still trying to do the whole battling. I mean, they've lost in terms of cinematic universe, even though they're still, planning to release movies upon movies. I definitely think they can get a good stronghold on the gaming side of things, which they've had for a long time, by releasing, another game. So interesting to see if they do release anything at E3 about this game, even just a cinematic trailer, I wouldn't be surprised. But some kind of DC orientated open world game I'd love to see coming with this this new E3 coming in 2019. Another one that I'd really love to see, guys, is a continuation of the remastering of some of the old classics. So we have, of course, seen a Crash remastering. We've also seen a Spyro remastering, and we're now getting Crash Nitro Fueled, which is a mixture of Crash Team Racing and Crash Nitro Kart Racing, from June. I think it's coming out June, so only like a month away. June, July maybe, I think that's releasing. So it'd be great to see a continuation of that, considering they've got all that kind of nostalgia with Vicarious Visions doing those remasters and things like that. So I'd love to see, you know, if we're looking at the Crash side of things, Crash Bash, I really would love to see. I don't think they would do a Crash Bash, in all honesty. But I'd love to kind of see it, even if you go remake like Crash Twinsanity or something like that. They've got the platform there to do it. I don't see why you wouldn't, and just cash in on that kind of you know, nostalgia that everyone still has for those games. You know, that's pretty much what the Spyro Reignited trilogy did, exactly the same thing. Seeing the success of the Crash trilogy with the Insane trilogy coming out. So something I'd like to see. I'd love to see Crash Bash done, because I'm a massive fan of Crash Bash. I know that it was a Naughty Dog, and I know a lot of people give that game a lot of crap, but it's a game that I really enjoyed when I was a kid. However, if you are going to remaster a game like that, the issue you're going to have is that there's not a lot of content for modern day. So if you're going to do it, it's only going to be a $30, $40 game. So I'm not sure that they would do that unless they're going to pair it with a remake of another game and do like a dual thing. I don't know how you do it. I don't know the logistics of it. I'm not a game creator, but I think it's something that I'd love to see, something that's definitely capable of them being able to do. So, you know, that's definitely something to think about, and hopefully we'll see something about it at E3. But again, I'm not crossing my fingers for any of these guys. This is just pure speculation and pure what I would love to see from E3, from my personal views, and, you know, games that I would love to be announced. And the last one that I'm going to leave it with, guys, is some kind of new Valve game. Whether it be Left 4 Dead 3, whether it be, I know I've got to say it, and I'm probably going to let it crap for it, but Half-Life 3, I don't think it's ever going to happen, guys. We've been asking for it for years, and you know, I don't think it's ever going to. But a Left 4 Dead 3 would be awesome, given the success of games like World War Z, Days Gone, just in the last, you know, couple of months, a few I can think of. I've recently played World War Z and really enjoyed it, but it really had that Left 4 Dead feel. They've pretty much copied that, so being able to bring in a Left 4 Dead 3 in this day and age with the frame rates and resolution and things that we can do in gaming that we couldn't do back when the first two were created, I think would be an awesome step in the right direction for Valve. Whether they do it or not, again, I don't think so, but, you know, one can only hope that we get some kind of new game from them. We've been waiting a long time, so you know, some kind of sequel would be really nice. And that is it from that list today, guys. It's just a little fun video I thought I'd do, just on my thoughts heading into E3. Like I said earlier, guys, let me know down in the comments what you would love to see at E3 this year. It doesn't have to be any kind of game that's been hinted at or anything like that. Just any kind of game you'd love to see, or any I guess announcement that you'd love to hear from E3. Love to hear your comments and thoughts, as always, guys, down below. If you like this kind of video, smash out that like button. Subscribe to this channel for more E3 content, because I will be covering the event as it goes through. I think it's next week. I'm so out of whack with dates at the moment, guys, but when they do the E3 conferences, I will be giving my thoughts on each conference individually, and kind of recording my reactions to those ones. So make sure you subscribe to the channel for more E3 info. As always, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I shall catch you guys next time.